Ashley, you're not gonna believe what just happened. I'm getting married, and actually, it was your boyfriend that proposed to me.
Mary-Kate, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're getting married? I didn't know you were seeing someone.
Well, naturally, the more beautiful younger sister gets married before the butt-ugly older sister. No offense, Ashley. He must have been your first boyfriend, right? I didn't know if you'll be able to even get a boyfriend again after hearing all this. So I just wanted to say I stole him away, and I'm sorry not sorry. Ha 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 ha.
What? Mary-Kate, I've got absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't have a boyfriend.
Wait, what? What do you mean you don't have a boyfriend?
Look, I can't put it into more simpler terms than this. I don't have a boyfriend.
What? What's that supposed to mean? I don't get what you're saying.
You must really like the guy if you intended on stealing him away and getting married. Where on earth did you get the idea that I had a boyfriend? Who did you think I was with?
Well, I thought it was Trent, that guy you spent a lot of time with recently.
Trent? Oh, Trent! We worked together as organizers for our middle school reunion.
What? You were both in charge of your middle school reunion?
Yeah, we worked together for a good amount of time. We got numerous opportunities to work together when we were looking for a venue to have the school reunion in. I typically do a lot of things alone. But if you saw me walking with a man, do you assume that, oh, that's my sister's boyfriend? Do you seriously think that?
But I don't get it. Is he seriously not your boyfriend? I really thought he was.
Ugh, really, Mary-Kate? I know that you're really attracted to the CEO's son. Just be careful now. You don't want to let your selfish gold digger robber persona to come out. Don't take advantage of people.
What do you mean, robber? I'm no thief. How could you call me that? Who do you think you are?
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've stolen boyfriends from a good chunk of your friend group in the past. Whatever your circumstances and motives are, you need to calm down and not be so irresponsible when you're married. You can't be like you were as a teenager. Look, I gotta go.
What was that all about? You really offended me with those things. You can't just bail on our conversation. Get back here, Ashley. Are you even going to acknowledge me, Ashley? You know, I just went to your apartment to see where you live, and I saw that you drive a really nice car. So I've decided to take your key and borrow your car so my boyfriend and I can go on a little drive together. Thank you so much.
What are you doing, Mary-Kate? Are you kidding me? It was you who took the car from the apartment parking lot? Mary-Kate, get back here with the car this instant! You've made a big mistake. That's not my car at all. And also, you're driving around with someone? Are you with Trent? Hey, Trent, it's Ashley. Haven't talked to you in ages. I think you're with my little sister, Mary-Kate, right now. Your aunt didn't give her permission to borrow that car, did she? Please talk to her and tell her to come back immediately.
Oh, Ashley, what's up? The last time we talked at the school reunion. Wait, hold up. What? Your little sister is Mary-Kate? Well, she told me that she had an older sister who hardly ever visited home. But you're her older sister? Well, that makes sense that since you have the same last name.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know the details of what was going on, Trent. But I can explain all of that another time. Mary-Kate told me that you were together and now you've gone out for a drive.
Wait, what are you talking about? No, I haven't. I'm literally at my house mat right now.
What? You're at home? But that doesn't make any sense. This situation is getting more strange by the second.
Well, I am. My dad and I are just chilling and watching Die Hard. What's going on? What made you think that I was with Mary Kate?
Okay, here's the thing. Well, Mary Kate said she went out for a drive with her boyfriend and took off without replying back to me.
Huh? What's she doing? What's the big deal about going out for a drive?
Well, you know the flash-looking wine red Porsche that you told me about? You know the one? I think she might have taken it.
What? She took the Porsche on a joyride? Are you kidding me?
I'm just negotiating with the apartment manager right now to look at the security cameras of the apartment parking lot.
Okay. Didn't you say before that you're at York Apartments? Just down the street from the Upper East Side subway station, right?
Yeah, that's right. Your aunt is with me now. What should I do?
Right, okay. I'll leave now. I'll be there shortly. I'll help you deal with this.
Ashley, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry. After taking your car while I was driving, I got into an accident.
What? What kind of accident? Are you hurt? Well, the fact that you're messaging me right now means that you're safe?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was backing out of the park that the car was in, and I accidentally hit the car in the space behind me. The driver and passenger seat sides are fine, but the back of the car is a bit messed up. But that's actually not the problem. My license has been suspended, so I said that you were driving.
You're kidding me, right? Your license has been suspended? How did you get suspended from driving?
Yeah, oopsies. What? I just bump into another car, that's all.
Mary Kate, this is not the time to be having a laugh about this. This is serious.
Jeez, okay, take it easy. So I left the car as it was, and it was you who was driving and had the accident since I haven't got a valid license at the moment.
What? Are you seriously going to blame me for this? I didn't do anything.
Just listen to me, all right? Because unlike you, Ashley, I'm getting married, and it's important to keep up appearances and make sure I look good for my big day. You can deal with the accident, please and thank you. I parked it at Central Station at the south exit end of the parking lot.
Look, Mary Kate, I need to say something. That car that you messed up, it's not my car.
Huh? What do you mean? Hey, don't try and lie your way out of this one. Sis, I thought you said you were working in a job that paid lots of money. So, didn't you buy the Porsche that I drove around in?
That Porsche you crashed cost more than $100,000. The money that I earn is hardly enough to buy a big purchase like that. It's seriously not my car.
No way, I don't believe you, but you're really funny.
Mary Kate, I don't even own a car yet. So how can I have a flashy sports car?
But I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm thinking of buying a car someday. At the moment, I'm using a lot of the subways and buses to travel to work. And sometimes I take a company vehicle to work. That's what I use to get around.
Are you kidding me, Ashley? Is that what you were trying to say earlier?
Ugh, like I said before, the Porsche that you drove around and crashed doesn't belong to me.
What? Really? You were actually being serious about that?
Yes. The real owner is the CEO of the company that I work for. I'm the CEO's secretary. They took me back to my apartment and needed to use the restroom, so I let them in. And it seemed like they were in a hurry to go, so they left their car keys in the car. While he was using the restroom, you took the car, drove it around, and crashed it.
This has got to be some kind of joke. Well, in that case, can you introduce me to the CEO?
Introduce you? Whatever for? Why would you want to talk to my CEO?
I'll use my good looks to get out of crashing his car, of course. He'll love me in an instant, and he won't punish me for messing up the back of it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. It's not gonna work.
Why not? I'm a beautiful woman that's stylish and knows how to woo a man. It'll be easy to flirt with him and to not have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah, good luck with that because the CEO is a woman. I don't think she would really fall for you and let you flirt with her.
Huh, you have some nerve, Mary Kate. I'll never forgive you for what you've done.
What? Who's this? Trent, is that you? What's up, sweetie? What do you mean you'll never forgive me? I don't get what you mean, and you're scaring me a little.
I'm with your sister right now and looking at this Porsche you've just so kindly messed up. You're gonna pay for this.
What? You're with my sister? Wow, I'm shaking in my boots. You two don't scare me.
And we're with the owner of the car that you stole too. You know, she's not very happy about this.
What? You must be joking, right? How is she there with you?
Can you tell me what kind of situation you've got yourself into? More or less, of course.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. The owner is with you both. But this can't be true.
The owner of the car is my aunt. She's the owner of the Porsche you decided to take a joyride in.
What? No way. You've got to be kidding me. This can't be.
Aside from my father, she also started her own business. And that Porsche you crashed is full of precious memories from the time she started her business. Now that those memories have been destroyed, you think she doesn't have a good reason to be angry with you?
But even if you say that, I can't do anything about it. It's hardly been damaged, right?
That was what my aunt wanted to tell you, by the way. I'm going to have to ask you to pay for the damages you caused. We deserve compensation.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't know if I can do that. Well, I don't think I need to do that.
You know that repairing a luxury car like a Porsche, even if it's just a little scratch, can cost up to more than $10,000?
What? That's insanity. I'm not paying $10,000 for a little scratch. If you're onto the CEO, she can afford to get her own car fixed. It shouldn't matter who damaged it since it's her car.
Well, from what you messaged your sister earlier, you got into someone else's car without permission and damaged it. You know you're going to have to pay the cost of what you've managed to mess up.
Well, I don't intend on paying for it. It's just a little scratch. No way. Come on, just get it fixed and we can forget this ever happened.
Well, you've got no choice. And after that, I'm calling off our engagement. You've done me and others wrong for too long.
What? You're dumping me? Why are you doing this? Don't you love me anymore? I haven't done anything wrong.
You have, though. Who were you driving around with in my aunt's car then? It certainly wasn't me.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You must be imagining things.
Look, I already know, okay? Stop blatantly lying to me. You're with someone else.
What? No, I'm not. This isn't true. I'm not seeing anyone else. My love is only for you.
What makes you think that I would still love you when you're having an affair with another man? You and your new lover need to cough up the money to fix my aunt's car. I'll sue you for this. I'm not letting you get away with this.
What? You're going to sue me? Both of us? You can't do this to me. I hardly left a mark on that car.
I may not know who you're cheating on me with, but I caught both of you meeting and making out on the security cameras that Ashley got from her apartment manager.
What? You got access to security cameras? How were there cameras in such a crappy building?
Well, if the car's dash cam is in good condition, I'm going to gather evidence and file a lawsuit against you. You need to pay for your actions.
There was a dash cam? You need more than just dash cam footage as proof. This can't be happening. You can't do this to me. I have my reputation to uphold here.
Well, it clearly shows who was driving the car, and it'll tell me everything that you did to my aunt's car. And on top of that, your license will be canceled. There's no way you're getting it back after I'm through with you.
But what? You can't do this. This is absurd. I will not stand for any of this crap. I'm not going to cooperate.
I'm gonna go to the police immediately to get this sorted once and for all. You're gonna pay for what you've done. You owe us money and we're taking you down. So say goodbye to your sweet and innocent reputation that you try to portray.
No! You can't go to the police! You can't do this to me! I refuse to pay for any of this! Ashley, what are you seriously trying to pull? It's your fault that you came out of that car in the first place. It's all your fault for misleading me. You're so horrible. I'm not a bad person. Please convince Trent to not break off our engagement. I don't know what I'll do if you can't convince him. Answer me! Right. I see what you're doing. It's okay to pretend that the person riding in the car with me was actually your boyfriend. Then you can finally change the fact that you had a boyfriend. I still plan to marry Trent for his money. See? We all win. My messages are going to red. What's going on? Why do you think you're cool for ignoring my messages? You're nothing but an ugly loser. Why did I get such an ugly person for a sister? Ashley, say something! Anything!
From the last message, Trent could see that the cute girl vibe that Mary Kate was giving is slowly peeling away in front of his very eyes. To tell you the truth, he was really disappointed of what was unfolding. With a big sigh, he went to a lawyer to help break off his engagement to Mary Kate. Trent's aunt also went to her lawyer to file a damage lawsuit against her. This incident was quickly reported to my parents, who, for some reason, burst into my apartment to figure out what was going on. I told them what Mary Kate did, and there was no way she was getting out of this mess. In the end, they called the police. I'm going to move out soon. As for my parents, they had no choice but to sell their house in order to cover the car damages and other costs that we owed to Trent and his aunt. It seems like Mary Kate spends her days working from morning to night and being constantly abused by our parents.
Hey, Nikki. The guys at work are going out for drinks tonight, so I'll be home late.
Again?
What do you mean, again? You know full well that going to these parties is essential to build up relationship and move up the ranks. What are you telling me? That you want me to be stuck as an entry-level employee forever? Is that what you want?
I'm not saying that at all. It's just that you've been going out drinking with your work friends multiple times a week lately. And even when you're not going to a party, you're working overtime. It's been like this for over a month. I'm worried about your mental and physical well-being.
Stop treating me like a weak little kid, Nikki. So anyway, don't bother making dinner for me.
Okay.
Hey, Nikki! How have you been?
Hey, Amy. It's great to hear from you. I haven't seen you since your wedding, and that's been 3 years ago now?
Yeah, sorry I haven't been able to talk to you. There's been a lot of things going on.
Yeah, like what?
My husband cheated on me, so we got divorced.
Oh no! That's terrible!
I moved back in with my parents about 4 months ago. But I've been so busy since then with the divorce that I haven't had time for much of anything else. And I finally had some free times on my hands. So I thought I'd send you a message to catch up.
Wow, you weren't kidding. A lot was going on.
Right? What about you? You've been married for 6 months, I think? I heard you had a small ceremony with just your family.
Yeah, I never really had much interest in a big, elaborate wedding anyway, so we cut costs and did a simple wedding so we can enjoy our time with our families.
That sounds nice. So, how's your husband, Trevor?
He's okay, I guess.
What kind of answer is that? It makes it sound like you're hiding something that you don't want to talk about.
It does?
Yep, big time. So tell me, what's up?
Well, for the last month or so, Trevor's been staying out late either working or at work parties, and it's making me worry about him. I feel like he might be starting to break down.
Wait, so he's staying out late? And it's been going on for a long time?
Yeah.
Nikki, do you think he might be cheating?
Cheating?
I don't want you to get nervous, but that's exactly how it happened with my ex-husband. It's something you'll have to deal with sooner or later. And while I'm just going from my own experience, I thought I should let you know.
Okay. Thanks, Amy. Hi, Trevor. Are you staying out late again?
Huh?
You didn't say anything to me this morning, and you haven't texted or called all day.
Come on, Nikki. Can't you take a hint?
What do you mean?
This has been going on for 2 months now. It's just my lifestyle, Nikki. It's just how I am. It's not going to change anytime soon. So would you stop pestering me with messages every day asking when I'm coming home?
Why are you talking to me like that? It's not like you joined a super fast-paced company. It's a mid-sized company in a small town that's doing pretty well for itself. What on earth could be causing you to stay at work so late all the time?
You know I can't talk about company business to people outside the company, Nikki. I told you, I have an NDA.
I know, but still. I worked at the same company until 6 months ago. Did you forget about that? I still stay in touch with a lot of my friends who still work there, Trevor. I know what goes on around there.
Just what are you trying to say, Nikki? You're my wife, so know your place and stay out of my business.
Trevor!
I've got work to do, so don't message me anymore tonight.
Hey, Nikki. How are you?
I'm fine. You seem perky as usual.
Well, you know, I'm finally rid of my ex-husband. So now I'm in the middle of looking for a new long-term partner.
Is that right? Good for you.
But enough about me. Have you figured it out yet?
Figured what out?
About what Trevor's up to.
Oh,
Is he cheating? Or what? He comes home late nearly every day of the week. Don't you think that means he's cheating?
well, I haven't really put much thought into it.
Nikki, you don't have to put on a strong face with me. Is he still coming home late?
Yeah, he is. But now he doesn't even message me to tell me he's coming home late anymore.
Oh my gosh, it's gotten worse. There's no other way around it, Nikki. He's got to be cheating. Like, this is as close to 100% certain as you can get.
I don't have any evidence, though.
You're just not paying attention. I felt exactly the same way you do right now, just before I found out my ex was cheating on me. Our situations are so similar, it's almost eerie. I know I'm right about him. This is no time to be worried about evidence or anything, Nikki. You need to confront him about this before he hurts you any more than he already has.
Sorry, Amy. A customer just came in. We'll talk later. Trevor, why have you been staying overnight so much lately? You've barely even been coming home at all for the last few weeks. Is this really all to do with your work?
Of course it is. Don't you trust me?
We're married and living together. So I'd just like you to be decent enough to give me the bare minimum level of communication, okay? But what about you? Why are you so upset at me for wanting you to come home? Are you hiding something from me, Trevor?
No! What's your problem, Nikki? You're acting super suspicious of me. You want to spit it out? What are you accusing me of?
You first. What do you think I'm accusing you of?
Well, I mean, given the situation, probably cheating.
Bingo. It's more than suspicion. I'm 100% certain.
Yes! Finally!
Huh?
Man, I thought you'd never come out and say that.
Huh?
Tell me, Nikki, at what point did you start thinking I was cheating?
What? I'm glad one of us is having fun.
This was all a prank.
A prank?
Yeah, you were always super cool and laid back about everything. I wanted to see what would happen if I started acting super suspicious. I wanted to see some more of the humanity in you. You know, jealousy, suspicion, anger. I finally got you to accuse me of cheating. That made it all worth it.
You spent 3 months staying out late and even overnight for a prank?
I had you going really good, didn't I?
I can't take this. I'm divorcing you.
Uh-huh. What's going on, Nikki? You were acting really weird online, so I stopped by the house. What are these divorce papers you left on the table?
I already told you. I wanted a divorce. I can't stay in the same house as the man I want to get a divorce from. So I left the divorce papers there and moved out.
Hey, come on. Do you really think I was cheating? I told you, Nikki, that was only an extremely elaborate prank. I went to the trouble of revealing all the details of the most elaborate prank I ever pulled on anyone. Why do you still think I'm cheating? What's wrong with you?
Did you see the envelope next to the divorce papers?
Yeah? What's in it?
How about you open it up and see before we continue this conversation?
Nikki, it's not what you think. I'm only playing my part in Trevor's prank on you. It's all part of the bit.
I guess Trevor has been in contact with you.
Well, yeah, but it's not what you think. We didn't do anything wrong.
How long has it been? About 2 months now? Your ex-husband contacted me.
What?
He told me the reason you broke up was because of infidelity. But it wasn't his. It was yours. It was a very interesting conversation.
Oh no.
And then after the divorce, you moved back to your hometown and met up with your old colleague, Trevor. This was actually something I never knew until your ex-husband told me. But Trevor is your ex-boyfriend. Like I said, this was a fascinating conversation. I learned a lot.
He told you about that?
After you started getting back in the swing of things with your old flame, you noticed that I was increasingly sending messages to Trevor about coming home late. So you figured I was likely suspecting him of cheating. So the two of you put your heads together and came up with this brilliant master plan to fool me. Trevor would step up his suspicious activities, and your role was to lie about your breakup to get me even more suspicious about Trevor. And when I finally confronted him about cheating on me, you'd spilled the beans about the whole thing. It was just a prank, bro. I'm not actually cheating on you.
Hey, hold on. How did you find out about all that? Were you spying on us? It's almost creepy how well you have everything figured out.
I just told you that I had been in contact with your ex-husband, didn't I? He was worried you'd try to skip out on paying the damages he won against you for your affair. So he hired a private detective to tail you.
He did?
That's how he found out about your illicit relationship with Trevor. The detective was also in the same restaurant as you when you were discussing your "it's just a prank, bro" masterstroke. And your ex-husband was kind enough to offer all of the information to me.
This can't be happening. We were already divorced. How was I supposed to know he would still have his private detective following me around?
Nikki! Please, don't divorce me!
Would you like me to tell you why I always seem so cool and laid back?
Do I have a choice?
You told me that you had suffered a great deal of trauma from a previously emotionally controlling girlfriend. And you wanted me to be able to just listen calmly while you said what was on your mind. So, because I loved and respected you, I did my best to keep my emotions under lock and key while I was with you. It was my attempt at being understanding of your relationship needs. But I guess you just took that as just me being laid back.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I should have noticed.
But what surprised me the most was when I learned that the controlling ex-girlfriend was actually my old friend Amy.
How do you know that?
It's up to you whether or not you'd like to continue seeing Amy. But after today, the only relationship we'll have will be via my lawyer.
But I don't have any money.
You can try and explain that to my lawyer.
Nikki, please!
Goodbye. The reason Trevor was afraid of a divorce was because he knew that since me and Amy were old colleagues and had a lot of common friends in his company, that word about him would spread fast. He was right. It didn't take but a week for word to spread around the whole company about his affair with Amy, and it got to the point where he had to resign out of shame. His parents wouldn't let him move back in with them, so the newly unemployed and homeless Trevor decided to move back in with Amy. He quickly remembered why he had broken up with her in the first place. I sued them both for their affair, leaving them both broke, which added further strain to their relationship and led to daily shouting matches. Eventually, their fights got so bad that the police had to get involved, and they were evicted from their apartment for causing so much trouble for the neighbors. I have no idea what happened to them after that. To be honest, I don't really want to know. Hey, Ryan, are you still on the phone? It's been 30 minutes now. We planned a lot of fun things for our honeymoon. I don't want to delay our schedule any more than we already have. Is everything okay?
Huh? It's already been that long.
Yeah, and the next bus is about to leave. If we miss this one too, we won't make it to our hotel in time for our dinner reservation.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. But something's come up. I have to go back home.
What? You're going home?
Yeah, I'm on the bus home right now.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner? If there was some kind of emergency that would make you have to leave home, then I would understand completely. I'm your wife, Ryan. We're on our honeymoon. Why would you leave like this and not tell me first? So tell me, what's the emergency? What's going on?
It's kind of a long story.
What? I'm listening. Just tell me.
I guess you were bound to find out about everything eventually. There's no point in hiding it to you anymore.
Ryan, you're scaring me. What is it?
My ex-girlfriend's pregnant with my child and she's getting taken to the hospital, so I had to go and see her.
What?
My mom just called me to let me know.
Wait. That phone call was from your mom? Why does your mom know all this about your ex-girlfriend?
Mom says she's going into premature labor. So I have to hurry up and get to her.
Do you have any idea the gravity of what you're saying? Your ex-girlfriend is pregnant with your child.
Yeah, so like I said. Sorry, but we had to cancel our honeymoon.
Wait just a minute, Ryan.
I can't wait. I'm already on the bus.
That's not what I meant. Do you have any idea what you're doing right now?
We could talk about that later. The only thing I have on my mind right now is getting to the hospital where Laura is.
Wait, Laura? My roommate from college? That Laura?
Don't blame Laura. It's not her fault. I'm sure her premature labor is due to her relationship with me after I got married. It must have been so painful for her. I had to be there to support her. We'll talk about getting a divorce once things settle down.
Divorce? Now we're getting divorced?
I hope Laura's okay. I'm coming for you, darling!
I don't believe this!
Tommy, what is going on? Can you please do something about your husband? What is wrong with him?
Huh? Laura? I heard you were in the hospital after going into labor prematurely. Are you doing okay?
What? The birth was last month. It was a little earlier than I expected. But I gave birth over a month ago.
Wait. Really?
But that's beside the point. Ryan's your husband, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then can you please come and do something about that man?
But
I'm still recovering from the birth over here. I cannot deal with this right now.
Laura, wait. I'm just as perplexed by his behavior as you are. Ever since yesterday, it's like he's gone insane. So let's both calm down and try and sort out what's going on together.
All right, go ahead.
I know you, Laura, so I feel like there must be more to the story. I think neither of us know everything that's going on. So can we take a minute to confirm the fact?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sorry for jumping at you like that. I should have talked things over with you first. I'll tell you everything that I know and won't hold any fact back from you.
Thanks, Laura.
Okay, so where do I start? Let me think. Is there anything you want to ask me? That would be a more efficient way to do this, I think.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll get straight to the point. Who is the father of the baby you gave birth to last month?
My husband's. We've been married for 6 months now.
Okay. Well, Ryan told me it was his baby before he deserted me yesterday.
Yeah, don't worry. I had a paternity test. The result of the test were that it's 100% my husband's baby. So no, Ryan isn't the father.
Okay, well, one question down. Next, could I ask you why you felt the need to get a paternity test?
Of course. Like I said, I want you to know everything you need to know. Back when my husband and I were dating, we actually broke up for about a month at one point.
Just a month.
Yeah, we had a crazy bad fight and broke up. 1 month later, we realized it was all a misunderstanding and got back together. But toward the end of that month, I got completely wasted. And by some crazy chance, I happened to meet up with my old boyfriend, Ryan. And well, it was just once.
I see.
I know this is going to sound like an excuse, But I want you to believe me that I had no idea the two of you were engaged at that time. I only learned about that recently. Like I said, it was a one-time thing with Ryan. We didn't even exchange contact info. I'm really sorry, Tommy.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with me, Laura. Anything else I should know?
Yeah. A while later, I found out I was pregnant. That timing was such that I was worried about whose it was. So I told my husband about everything that happened during our breakup month and asked him to have a paternity test done. When the test came back, it was a 100% match for my husband. He's definitely the father.
Okay, well, that's good.
I'm really sorry about all this, Tommy. Really, I am. And then, all of a sudden, yesterday happened, and things just went absolutely bonkers around here.
Did Ryan come to see you?
Yeah, he did. He was completely certain that my baby was his child. And he wouldn't believe anything I told him to the contrary. I even showed him the results of the paternity test, and he still didn't believe me. Plus, my husband had to run out of town suddenly due to a funeral for a family member and won't be back until tomorrow. So even when I told him that I'm married, he told me that he didn't believe that either. He thinks I'm lying to him to make him feel better about being married to another woman.
How does he keep jumping to all these conclusions?
Wait, there's more. Ryan is under the impression that I've decided to raise the baby alone as a single mother in order to not be a burden on him. He says he wants to divorce you and marry me to take responsibility.
Okay, wow. Is it okay if I come over to your house right now?
Right now?
Ryan won't respond to any of my calls or messages. So the only way to get through to him is to see him in person. Given what I know about Ryan, there's a high likelihood that he's going to come to your house again soon. Would you be okay with working with me on a plan?
He'll probably see you. He's been walking up and down my street for the last 2 days.
I'll wear a disguise so he won't know it's me.
Okay, just be careful, got it? I'll do whatever I can to help. Go ahead and head on over. Do you need my address?
Yes, please. Ryan! What are you doing outside of Laura's house? I can see you through the window.
What? Tommy? You're in Laura's house?
Yes, I am. She told me you were being a menace, so I'm here to drag you back home.
She contacted you? Why would she ask you for help? You're a rival. You two are competing for my affections right now.
Laura is married. She told you, didn't she?
Yeah, but she's lying.
He's out of town for a family funeral. She told you that too.
She's only telling you that to scare me away. How can you be so clueless? She's trying to protect me.
Me? You're the one with runaway delusions that have gotten progressively worse over the last 72 hours.
I'll believe you, Tommy. Do you have any idea what she's going through? She's making us story after story about the baby not being mine and having a husband, all to protect me. She's prepared to raise the baby alone, Tommy.
Would you please give it up already? I know what you're doing, Ryan. You're just after her massive inheritance, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
You're the one who caused Laura and her husband to break up last year. You set the trap that nearly cost them their lives together.
You can't prove that.
I figured out what you were up to while talking to Laura. And I already talked to your parents about it. They told me everything, Ryan. And they apologized for a solid 30 minutes afterwards. I know your family is up to its eyeballs in debt. $150,000!
They told you that?
I also know the reason you kept your marriage going to me. Laura was the real Mark, but you were aware that my family has a sizable fortune to our names too. I was just your insurance policy in case Lord didn't work out.
God damn it! Those idiots can't keep their mouths shut.
Don't go blaming your parents for this. It was your idea. You were just using them as pawns.
Yeah, but I get the last laugh. I won!
Won? How?
Laura's kid is mine. Now she has to marry me. So we're through. I'm divorcing you. Don't worry. I'll be sure to send you a decent portion of Laura's money for your troubles.
What are you going on about, you moron? Didn't you hear about the paternity test?
Oh, come on. That's obviously a fake. She broke up with her boyfriend before she did with me. So there's no one else who could possibly be the father.
And what if I told you she got back together with him a few days after your one-night stand?
Huh?
And what if I told you that boyfriend is now her husband?
Wait, they got back together?
Laura might have been too confused by your sudden reappearance to explain it perfectly well, but that's the truth.
No way. That's impossible.
And her husband knows all about you and everything that went on between you. The paternity test proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the baby is his. And since your fling with Laura happened while they had broken up, he doesn't hold it against her at all.
Damn it. She was supposed to have my kid.
Oh?
What?
It looks like Laura's husband came home ahead of schedule.
What?
He's standing right behind you.
Oh no.
When Ryan turned around, Laura's husband was looking him dead in the eye. He knew all about Ryan's schemes against Laura, too. So he was quite unhappy with Ryan. Ryan tried to escape, but he didn't get very far. The police arrived on the scene a few minutes later, followed shortly by an ambulance. After that, I sued Ryan for infidelity, was awarded an astronomical sum in damages, and divorced him. As soon as the judge pounded his hammer, I heard Ryan scream, "No! Now I'm gonna have to take out more debt!" But that wasn't the end for him. Laura and her husband found out Ryan was the one who spread the rumors that got them to break up. So they sued him for defamation too, and won. After this judgment against him, he couldn't even bring himself to scream in agony. He just slammed his head on the table and cried. I'm sure he'll be doing plenty more of that for the next 40 years or so. It'll take to pay off all the money he owes to us.
Hey, Louis. Our plans for my birthday tomorrow are still all in place, right?
Hey, Wendy. Yeah, I did just as you asked. I've got to stay in the penthouse of that really fancy hotel in town. And I also make sure to talk to the hotel and arrange for the birthday package to be included in our stay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. The only thing is that I've decided to go with someone else, actually. Not you.
Wait, what do you mean someone else? Who else would you be going to the hotel with?
Well, I'd be going with my new boyfriend, of course.
Your new boyfriend? Sorry, I'm not sure that I'm following.
Okay, let me explain. I want to go and spend my birthday in this really fancy hotel with my new boyfriend. Do you get it now?
No, I don't. What new boyfriend are you talking about? I mean, you and I are engaged. Are you telling me that you're seeing another man?
Yeah. I guess that's a pretty simple way to put it.
I proposed to you and you said yes.
Yeah, I did do that, but it was only because I was getting worried about being my age and not being married yet. So I decided that I would marry the person who proposed to me who made the most money. And my new boyfriend, Chad, makes way more than you do. Not only that, but he's also just a much more interesting guy. So anyways, to reiterate, I'm going to be spending my birthday at the hotel with Chad and not you. Get it this time?
Are you kidding me? What about us? Do you have any idea how hard it was to book the penthouse at this place? How long the wait was? How much it cost me?
Yeah, and I'm sure that you did a great job booking everything. But I would really just be bored going with you, so I want you to give up your spot for Chad, okay?
Why do you keep saying that? How am I boring?
Look, Lewis, I am thankful for you making these reservations. I really am. And it would just be terrible of you to waste that effort by canceling them now. So Chad and I are going to make the best of them the way I know you would want us to. So anyways, Chad, not you, Chad. Get it?
And you really think that I'm just going to roll over and let this happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you really think that I'm going to let you and this other random guy enjoy the reservations that I made for us?
Yes? Oh, cool. Chad just said he was willing to pay you back, so we're all good, right?
So then you two are together with each other right now?
Yeah, he's right here with me.
Wow, I guess I just had no idea how good you were at lying to people.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that our engagement is off. You and I are not getting married.
Well, duh, that was obvious already. That wasn't what I was talking about. I want to know what's going to happen to the hotel reservations.
I haven't decided yet. Just leave me alone. Hey, Carmela, are you there? I was just wondering if you're going to be free the next couple of days. Ideally, you and your husband, if you know his schedule.
Oh, hey, little bro. Can I ask him his schedule? Why do you want to know if we're free those days?
Well, if I didn't have any plans, I have a free night at the Livingston Resort if you two would like it.
Hold on a second. You mean the Livingston Resort? Are you kidding me? That place is blowing up all over social media. I heard it was almost impossible to get a booking there. You're talking about that place, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Hold on a second. We couldn't take your reservations. I mean, you and Wendy should go there. It would be perfect for an engaged couple to spend some quality time together. Besides, isn't it her birthday this weekend? I'm sure she'd love to go to a place like that with you.
Right, well, about that. There was going to be the original plan, but now that is not going to work out.
Wait, really? What happened? Did you two have a fight or something like that?
I guess you could say it's closer to something like that.
Well, I'm not really sure what's going on between you two, but surely there's got to be a way to fix things, right?
Normally I would agree with you, but I don't think this is one of those times, unfortunately. She was cheating on me! She cheated on me and said that she didn't want to get married anymore.
You're kidding me. Did she really say that?
She did! And not only that, but after I worked so hard to book one of the best rooms in the hotel, she asked if she could keep the plans so that her and her new boyfriend could go.
I don't believe it. I had no idea that Wendy was that kind of person, but I understand why you would never want to let her have those plans. Why don't you just cancel the reservation?
I thought about it, but after all the work I put into getting it, I figured it's better not to waste it. So anyways, that's why I was wondering if you and your husband would like to stay there for the night instead.
Well, I just asked Tom, and he was all too eager to take you up on your offer. He's also very grateful for it.
Great! I suppose you can explain to him the full context of what happened later. But anyways, I'll go ahead and change the name of the reservation and let you know when I do. Either way, you should be able to give your or my name and get in the room just fine.
Amazing! This is so exciting! Thank you so much. We won't forget this. Lewis, are you there? You're not going to believe what happened. This is total BS.
What do you mean? I thought that you two would have been checking into a hotel right now. Did something happen?
Well, we pulled up to the hotel and Wendy was there at the front desk when we walked in.
You're kidding me! Was she really there?
Yeah, She tried to check in using your name, but then the people at the front desk told her that the names on the reservation had been changed. But I guess that Wendy threw such a fit about it being a mistake that the people at the front desk finally let her check into the room.
I see. Well, that is really crazy. But I take it that she didn't see you and Tom?
Well, I got a little dressed up and put on some makeup today, and Tom put on some nice clothes as well, so maybe she just didn't recognize us outside of our casual clothing.
Oh, well, that's a good thing, I guess.
But also, Wendy was there with a guy. Is the guy she's cheating on you with named Chad Sigmund?
I actually haven't gotten around to doing that much digging into whom it was that Wendy was cheating on me with. I only know that his first name is Chad, but I haven't learned his last name, and Wendy never said.
I see. Well, if she told you his name is Chad, then it has to be the same person.
And this guy is someone that you know then?
Well, he's someone that Tom knows through work, actually.
You're kidding. Wow, what a small world. That is so crazy.
It really is. So anyways, we can meet up again soon and I'll tell you all that Tom knows about this Chad guy. But anyways, I also wanted to let you know that we sneakily took some pictures of the two of them to serve as proof of their affair. We'll send those over to you soon.
Wow, Carmela, thank you so much. You two have been a huge help in all of this.
It's our pleasure. But Tom and I have been talking, and we figured that since it's the weekend, we probably only have until Monday to come up with a plan of attack.
Right. Good thinking. I guess I'll try to think of something by then. Thanks again for all your help, sis.
Louis, are you there? Why didn't you ever tell me about any of this? I heard that you know that Chad worked at the company that your brother-in-law runs.
Yeah, I actually just heard about that for the first time a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? So you didn't know either?
I didn't, but I tried to give Carmela and Tom the reservations that I had made for us. But when they went to check in, you were already in line in front of them. They told me all about the scene you caused to check into the room.
You mean those two were standing right behind me that whole time?
That's right. Not only that, but they were texting about it after you left to go inside the room. That was also when they realized that they knew the man you were cheating on me with.
What the heck is going on here? Did you seriously try to change the reservation so that I couldn't get the room? You have no idea how embarrassing it was having to cause a scene like that to get what I thought was a birthday present for me. But thanks to you giving Carmela and Tom the reservations, they saw what happened and who I was with. And now apparently Chad is in trouble at work. He was in line for a promotion, but now apparently it's not happening anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah, that adds up. I know that Tom is normally the type of person who never mixes business with pleasure. But I guess even a guy like that couldn't stand by while he was hiring the man who stole his brother-in-law's fiancée. Don't you hate when your boss has a heart?
But what are we supposed to do? I mean, what is going to happen to Chad? More importantly, what is going to happen to his career?
Why do you think that I have the answer to either of those?
Because this is all your fault. None of this would be happening if you hadn't given away my hotel reservation.
I'm going to have to beg to differ here. I had no idea that the guy you were cheating on me with worked for Tom. And either way, you should have turned around when you found out that the reservation was no longer under your name. But instead, you threw a hissy fit until you got your way, causing trouble for everyone around you.
So you're saying that all of this is my fault? How am I to blame when I just wanted to find the richest husband that I could? I didn't want something like this to happen. Hey, Louis, what the heck is this notice in the mail that we just got? Are you seriously suing both of us? We've already broken off our engagement. You can't do this to us.
I see that the letter from my lawyer has arrived finally.
You aren't really serious about any of this, are you?
Do you think they send those kinds of documents out for fun? Of course I'm serious. And if you read through it, you'll see that I'm suing you for cheating after you had accepted my marriage proposal.
But I've never heard of someone getting sued for something like that.
Well, then you should brush up on the law, I guess. Because I have a lawyer who tells me I'm well within my rights to be doing this.
So you really went out and hired a lawyer for all of this?
How do you think lawsuits work? Anyways, you should see in those papers an offer for settlement. You are more than welcome to just pay that amount, and we could call this whole thing done.
Well then, I take back what I said. I do want to get married to you again.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. And now that we're back together, there is no way that you can sue me for this. All right, I think that takes care of that.
Sorry, I meant, are you kidding? Like, do you actually think I'm going to buy that? You cheated on me, and you think I'm just going to take you back like that?
What do you mean?
I mean that I think you're forgetting about a lot of the things right now. For example, Chad's wife is going to be suing him and you for your affair in the same time that I'm suing the both of you right now.
She is? Why is she doing that?
Literally the same reason I am. Why are you not getting about this? Besides, we have more than enough proof to prove our cases against you without a shadow of a doubt.
But you can't do this to us. It isn't fair. We aren't going to be able to afford to pay for all of that.
Well, then you two shouldn't have cheated in the first place, huh?
I just wanted to marry a rich man. Is that really so bad? I mean, I already quit my job because I was sure this was going to work.
Wow. Well, you shouldn't have done that. But don't forget that you were the one who stabbed me in the back. So if you think that I'm going to go easy on either of you, you have got another thing coming. Why don't you just pay me what you owe me and then get out of my life forever?
Please don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Wendy tried calling her company back to ask for her letter of resignation to be cancelled, but she was too late. And since she quit, she received no severance package or benefits to speak of. And by the time the lawsuits were over, neither her nor Chad were left with any savings in their account. They tried asking their parents for help, but neither of them were interested in saving their children from the consequences of their own actions. Now, the two of them live together in a tiny apartment working several jobs just to survive. I hear that the police come over frequently because of all the fighting that could be heard coming from their room.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.